Hey, what's going on YouTube? Oh my god, I'm out of breath. Okay, I was just hanging all this stuff up, it was crazy. Woo! Okay, let's get started with this video, shall we? Hey, how's it going YouTube? Cody Morrell here with Swoon Creative Collective, and today we're not doing anything super cool, no gear reviews or anything like that, but I did promise some tips and tricks this month, so that's what today is. So we've also spent some time making our studio a little more permanent so we don't have to move lights around and we can keep our videos looking consistent. So look out for that video coming soon where we go over some stuff that we purchased to make our lives a little easier in the studio. So what I ended up doing is I actually mounted the microphone to the ceiling so I don't have to move the stand around, and it just is there permanently now. And we also mounted the light to the wall, and now we're using the light dome too with that egg crate, so you can tell the lighting's a little different now. That's why I was so sweaty in the beginning. And what happens when you sweat? You get really shiny, right?
Wait.
What?
There's something that can help you.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right, today we're gonna be talking about some makeup. Recently we shot some interviews for a real estate company that's based in the East Coast, and they were actually here in Las Vegas for a conference. And the owner was so impressed that we were taking the little bit of time to add mattifying powder to each of their interviewees that he's actually considering flying us out to the East Coast to shoot some more content for them. Now, a makeup kit probably isn't high on the list of things you want to buy next, and maybe you're a new filmmaker that doesn't even know you should be using makeup during interviews, but if you invest a small amount of money, you can get your own kit and up your game a little bit.
It's such a simple step, it takes 30 seconds or less to do it, and it makes a huge difference on film.
So it's inexpensive, it's quick, it's easy, and it makes a huge difference. It's a no-brainer really to start using makeup on all your shoots. So what's cool about this makeup is it's actually universal and there's no pigment to it. So you can use it on any color skin, men or women. And honestly, I don't like getting that close to people's faces. So usually I'll bring Jen, she's a professional hairstylist as well. So she'll run the second camera and also put makeup on people's faces for me.
I'm used to being up in people's business.
So sometimes when you're shooting interviews, you can be in a hotel room, you can be in a conference room or whatever. You might not have the space to do the exact proper lighting that you want and make it as soft as possible. So like right now we're using an Aperture 120D Mark II with a light dome Mark II, and it's about 2 feet away from my face. And naturally you're gonna get some shine, and Jen's actually hasn't used any of the mattifying powder yet on her face. So it's still a little shiny, and we kind of want to show you what it looks like before and after.
So as you can see on the left, my skin's a little shiny because I've been wearing my makeup all day. And on the right, it's a little bit softer, more diffused because of the mattifying powder.
So now that we've gone over the importance of actually using makeup in filmmaking, for interviews especially, let's go over some of the products that we use in our kit and that we definitely recommend you pick up as well. Again, I will let Jen go over this part because she's way more experienced and she'll be able to tell you more about these products.
Cool, so first you're gonna need setting powder. This one's a mattifying powder by Westmore Beauty. It's their 3-in-1 Photoshop finishing powder. It's a pressed powder, there's no pigment to it, so it's fine on men, and it won't affect women's makeup. Before you use it, you're gonna need a sanitizing spray, and it looks especially good in front of clients because they don't know where this has been before them. And then 2 separate kinds of brushes I recommend. One is a stippling brush for women. That way you can just press the powder into their makeup versus buffing any areas that are oily and removing them. Then there's this buffer brush that I like for men because you can get into their hairline, especially if they don't have a lot of hair. A lot of times you get that shine on the top of their head. So now after you use this, your brushes are dirty, so you're gonna need a makeup brush cleaner. If you only have 1 or 2 brushes and there's a series of people lined up for interviews, you're gonna need to clean them in between. So you just need to spray it a few times, and you gotta have your tissues. We get these from the dollar store. And you just buff the remover out onto the tissue and let it dry. And I think those are the important things.
So I know that's a lot to remember, especially for our subscriber base, because right now it is 100% male. And I'm sure you're not gonna remember all those products, because I wouldn't. So we'll link everything that we use down in the notes. It'll be in our kit. And if you purchase anything from that kit, you actually help support the channel. And right now the channel's not monetized, and we don't know if we're gonna do that anytime soon. So it would help us continue to make these videos for you. So hey guys, that's gonna do it for today's video. And I know it wasn't something that was super cool, like maybe the aperture video we did or the Z-Cam video, but I definitely think it is something that is essential to have in your kit. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing to the channel and also tick that little bell icon to be notified when our future videos come out.
Also, give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed the content today.
Thanks again so much for watching. I'm Cody Morell.
And I'm Jen Jacob.
And we'll catch you on the next one. My cat's taking a ginormous shit in the litter box in here, and she keeps like scratching the side of the door. She won't stop. Oh my god.
She's staring at you doing it.
She's staring at me. Oh god, Lily, come on.